Right. See, from agriculture income, you will get one question, okay, as theory question, and we are having maximum 2 or 3 questions related to agriculture income. What is agriculture income and what are not treated as agriculture income? What is mean by agriculture income? Conditions we need to write for long question. Another one is non-agriculture income related. Sometimes they may ask partial integration related. When agriculture income and non-agriculture income both will be clubbed together and income tax is calculated. Stepwise it is there, that one. And partly agriculture income, partly business income, tea, coffee, rubber related. One more question is there. That may be okay, but as of theory it is not there. So let us learn entire thing of agriculture income. Okay, fatafat. It is just theory concept. Sometimes in the exam he may ask, so that is why we are doing agriculture income. Section 10 of the Income Tax Act 1961 deals with the exemption of agriculture income from tax. Generally it is exempt from tax, but however it is included in the total income to determine the tax on non-agriculture income. Okay, agriculture income is exempt, but if your non-agriculture income exceeds basic exemption limit, and agriculture income, this is non-agriculture income that is exceeding basic exemption limit, and agriculture income if exceeds rupees 5,000 then non-agriculture income will be clubbed with the agriculture income and it will be used to calculate in tax on the non-agriculture income. There are steps to calculate that one. We will discuss it later. First, what is agriculture income? Okay, that we will see. Okay, or else we will complete this thing. First, step one we need to do. Step one we need to do agriculture income plus non-agriculture income. Both you add and calculate tax on this. This non-agriculture income should be of normal income, not of special income. Like long-term capital gain under section 112, short-term capital gain under section 112A, or another thing that long-term capital gain relating to 112A, short-term capital gain under section 111A, are casual incomes taxable at 30%. Those should not be considered in this non-agriculture income, and that income should exceed basic exemption limits. Like 2,50,000, 3 lakhs and 5 lakhs are there for resident, non-senior citizen, senior citizen and super senior citizen. So if your non-agriculture income is exceeding basic exemption limit and agriculture income is exceeding rupees 5,000, both together you add and calculate tax. This is your step one. This is your step one. In step two, what we will do, we need to add exempted incomes, tax on exempted incomes. What is tax on exempted income means? You need to add agriculture income plus basic exemption limit. Basic exemption limit. On these two, we need to calculate. On these two, we need to calculate tax. This tax will be calculated at slab rates itself. Okay. So step two it is. From step one tax, if you deduct step two, net tax you will get. Net tax on non-agriculture income you will get. For that, if any rebate or surcharge is applicable, you need to add those two things and deduct. Then we need to take HEC. That's it. This is about partial integration. Partial integration. Generally, agriculture income is exempt from tax, but sometimes it will be used for calculating tax on non-agriculture income. That is what Income Tax Act provisions are saying about. Okay, so one of the reason for exemption of agriculture income from tax under the Act is agriculture income is state government subject. You know, we are having state list, union list and concurrent list. On agriculture, state government has the power to levy the taxes, but none of the state governments in India has made any laws to tax on the agriculture income till now. So section 2 subsection 1A deals with the agriculture income. Agriculture income defined under section 2 subsection 1A. A for agriculture, 1A is the subsection, 2 is the definitions. To all definitions generally will come under the section 2. So section 2 subsection 1A exempts the agriculture income, defines the agriculture income. Section 10(1) exempts the agriculture income with the under section 10 subsection 1 of Income Tax Act, it is exempted. What is agriculture income means? If the owner or tenant of agriculture land, who owner or tenant of agriculture land situated in India receives sale of money of crop either in cash or kind. Suppose I have a agriculture land of say sugar cane. Okay, sugar cane I am producing. Whatever agriculture produce is there of sugar cane. Okay, I am selling it in the market. So this agriculture produce, whether if I sell to someone, another person, okay, and is paying me rupees 10 lakhs for the purchase of sugar cane of my crop, then whatever 10 lakhs received by this person uh, will be treated as agriculture income and it is not taxable. Sometimes instead of paying money in return, he is paying me in kind, like instead of giving me 10 lakhs, he gave 5 lakhs and remaining 5 lakhs he gave rice. Okay, this 5 lakhs whatever I am receiving in kind as rice bags, that is also get treated as agriculture income and it is exempt. So owner or tenant of agriculture land situated in India receives sale money of crop either in cash or kind will be exempt from agriculture income tax as it is agriculture income. Next, what they are saying, if owner or tenant of the agriculture land performs certain process to make the agriculture produce fit for sale in the primary market and receives sale money in primary market. Suppose I have a crop, I am producing tobacco leaves, which leaves tobacco. Tobacco leaves I am producing. Tobacco leaves cannot be sold as it is. Oh, okay. So this person is the producer of tobacco leaves. For that purpose, okay, to sell it in the market, it should be dried. So I am giving it for drying purpose. ये ड्राई करने के लिए टोबैको लीव्स ड्राई करने के लिए दिया मैंने. So whatever amount received by this other person for drying the tobacco leaves, this person, whether he is the owner or tenant of agriculture land, performing certain process to make the agriculture produce fit for sale in the primary market and receives sale money in the primary market, means first सेल जहां पे हो रहा एग्रीकल्चर प्रोड्यूस का वहां से, that whatever process he is doing drying, that will be treated as For that, if he receives any money, that will be treated as agriculture income itself. Okay, and it is exempt from tax. One more source is there relating to agriculture, that is income derived by owner or tenant of agriculture land or building situated in farmhouse if building if the house or building is situated in rural area. Suppose I have agriculture land here. Okay, I am having my agriculture lands here, and I have a building over here. Okay, this building or farmhouse, this building or farmhouse should be used for storing the agriculture produce. यहाँ पे जो भी प्रोड्यूस करा मैं ये यहाँ पे स्टोर करने के लिए यूज कर रहा हूँ. And if I am getting any rent for storing, okay, that rent whatever I am receiving from agriculture land which is situated in rural area, that amount which I am receiving from this building is also treated as agriculture income and get exempted from tax. So in how many ways you can get agriculture income means by selling the crop, okay, in the market, either in cash or kind, by selling the agriculture produce, or performing certain operations to make the agriculture produce fit for sale in the primary market, like drying. Suppose uh, I am making I have the agriculture land in which I produce turmeric. Okay, turmeric I am producing. Okay, turmeric cubes will be there. Okay, the turmeric cubes will be of, some will be thin. Okay, some will be thin like this, some will be thick one. So I am segregating thin one separately and thick one separately. This separation process and drying the turmeric cubes, whatever I am getting income for segregating and for what purpose? For the purpose of drying it to fit it for sale in the market. That amount whatever I am receiving, that will also will be considered as agriculture income. Next point is building. Just now I said agriculture land. Okay, owner or tenant of agriculture land from a building situated in the farmhouse, or house or building is situated in rural area. That farmhouse or building whatever is there in, if it is in rural area and used for agriculture purpose to store, that will be treated as income from agriculture. Income, here they are saying income derived from agriculture land situated in rural or urban area is treated as agriculture income. Income received from house or building situated in farmhouse provided agriculture land is situated in rural area shall be treated as agriculture income. If farmhouse is in urban area, then income from house or building shall be treated as income from house property or income from other source. If it is in rural area, then only it will be treated as agriculture. If it is in urban area, it is not treated as agriculture income and it is taxable. Okay, under the head income from house property, or from the income from house property, or from the income from other sources. There are two heads. Any one head, it is taxable. Okay, this is the meaning of agriculture income. Next, if following conditions are satisfied, then only agriculture income will be get exempted. Okay, whatever above incomes are received, if following conditions are satisfied, then only it will be treated as agriculture income. Following are the conditions to be satisfied to treat income as agriculture. Rent or revenue derived from land. आपका जो agriculture land है ना, ये land से आपको rent or revenue you should receive. Okay, then only it will be treated as agriculture. ये green agriculture करे आप. Okay, ये पूरा land से revenue आ रहा, that will be treated as agriculture income. लैंड इज यूज्ड फॉर एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस, वो खेती बाड़ी के लिए एग्रीकल्चर के लिए यूज करना है. ओके, एंड लैंड इज सिचुएटेड इन इंडिया. 3 कंडीशंस. लैंड से रेंट और रेवेन्यू शुड बी डिराइव्ड एंड लैंड इज यूज्ड फॉर एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस एंड लैंड इज सिचुएटेड इन इंडिया, देन ओनली it will be treated as agriculture income, otherwise it is not. So be careful with these things. Next, when rent or revenue derived from the land, when you will treat it is rent or revenue. Rent or revenue can be derived in the form of cash or kind. Just now I said no, I have the agriculture land, I have the agriculture land, ये मेरा agriculture land है. यहाँ पे मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, I am producing paddy. Okay, what I am doing, I am producing paddy. Whatever paddy produced by me will be treated as agriculture income. By producing paddy and I am selling this to mill, okay, जिससे rice बनता. Okay, paddy I am sending, or wheat I am sending, wheat I am producing, that wheat will be sent to flour mill. That flour mill people, what they will do, they will make atta from the wheat or jewari. So rent or revenue should be derived from agriculture land. Okay, that rent or revenue whatever I am making from agriculture land, okay, can be received either in cash or kind. Either in cash or kind, agriculture purpose, then rent is derived from agriculture land. Okay, either in cash, okay, either in cash or kind. Okay, suppose I am producing 100 bags of paddy. Okay, I am producing 100 bags of paddy. If I sell that in the market, I'll receive amount. Sometimes what happens, I am not the owner of agriculture land, but I am using some others land and I am paying rent to them. Okay, suppose I am producing 100 bags of wheat by taking Mr. Arjun. Okay, Mr. Arjun is there. From Arjun, I have taken the land. I am giving 10 bags for using his land for agriculture purpose. Whatever 10 bags of paddy or wheat is received, that will be treated as agriculture income. Sometimes we will pay rent in the form of cash or kind. So read the example, you will understand. Next, land should be, the land is used for agriculture purpose. When you will consider it is used for agriculture purpose, when basic operations are performed, then only it will be treated as land is used for agriculture purpose. Land is used for agriculture purpose when you will consider when land is used for agriculture purpose. So by performing basic operations and subsequent operations, we will consider that land is used for agriculture purpose. At least basic operations if you perform, it will be treated as it is used for agriculture purpose. If agricultural operations are involvement of human skills and labor on the land prior to the germination of plant. Now పొలంలో మొలకలు వచ్చినాయి అంటారు కదా, బిఫోర్ జర్మినేషన్ ఆఫ్ plants, if you do any operations, those operations are called as basic operations. Then these operations known as basic operations. Examples of basic operations are cultivation, seeding, plantation, watering, sowing, etc. These are the basic operations. Then what is subsequent operations? Any operations which are performed after germination of plants. పొలంలో మొలకలు వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఏదన్నా additional thing if you do, that is called as subsequent operations. Operations performed after produce of sprouts, then these operations are known as subsequent operation. Weeding, cutting, harvesting, etc. are examples of subsequent operations. If assessee performs basic operations and subsequent operations, it will be treated as agriculture. Land is used for agriculture purpose, and whatever income derived by him will be treated as agriculture income. If he performs only subsequent operations, then that income, whatever he is getting, it will not be treated as agriculture income. Suppose, see, if income is derived from forest trees, profit made by trader on the purchase of standing crop. Suppose I said, na, this is my land, and in this land all are sugarcane trees are there. Okay, all sugarcane I have produced, and I am selling it to someone else. Okay, say one more person is there, to him I am selling. Whatever I am selling to him is agriculture income because I have produced. But this person who has purchased standing crop, okay, जो standing crop purchase करे, and if he is selling it in the market, then this person is not performed any operations, basic operations. Just he has purchased standing crop और कट करके लेके जाके क्या कर रहा हूँ, बेच दे रहा हूँ. He has purchased the standing crop and selling it in the market. So whatever income derived by such person is there, it is not agriculture income. We need to perform basic operations and subsequent operations. And see here, simple thing. If basic operations performed, agriculture income. Which income? Agriculture income. If basic operations plus subsequent operations both are performed, then also agriculture income, it is exempt. Okay, basic operations not performed, subsequent operations, okay, subsequent operations only has performed, only subsequent operations, then it is not a agriculture income, not agriculture income. Okay, if you do only subsequent operations, not agriculture income. If you do only basic operations, then it is agriculture income. If you do both basic plus subsequent, then also agriculture income. Okay, next, land should be situated in India. Land should be situated in India. India means, definition is there, na, that India means what? Territory of India, territorial waters of India. Okay, land means that only. Okay, if land is situated in foreign country, then it is not treated as agriculture income, and it is not exempted, get exempted. Okay, so kinds of agriculture income: rent or revenue from the land received, and revenue received from agriculture land, income received by the performance of some operations. Just now we said, na, tobacco leaves to be sold in natural form. Okay, turmeric, jowar, etc. And from the assessment year 2009-10 onwards, Income derived from sampling and seedings grown in nursery is considered as agriculture income. Nursery is considered as agriculture income. Okay. If person acquires purchase of nursery plants and sells them, it becomes business income. Suppose एक गाड़ी पे क्या कर रहा, आपको प्लांट्स नर्सरी से परचेज करके ओके गाड़ी पे लगा के सेल कर रहा, घर के पास आते ना तोपुड़ बंडी पे, बंडी वाले वो क्या करते, लेके आके आपको सेल कर दे रहे, देन इट इज नॉट एग्रीकल्चर income, it is business income. If income derived from sale of seeds by an agriculturist, then it is agriculture income. आप एक किसान के पास गए and you have asked him to give the seeds, okay, so that you can also use those things. Income derived by growing quality grass like carpet grass, sports ground like golf, etc., then it is agriculture income. Okay. आजकल ये फैशन हो गया ना ग्रीन कलर के, इफ यू गो टू एनी प्लेसेस like parks or restaurants or any other places like what we call hotels, etc., they will have grass carpets. Those grass carpets, if produced and sold, then also it is agriculture income. Okay, please remember these are also agriculture income. Okay, చేసిండు 8:30. Income from house used for agriculture purpose. This is also we have discussed already. If it is located in urban area, then it is not agriculture income. If it is located in rural area and it is used for agriculture purpose, then it is agriculture income. House is situated near the agriculture lands and house is అవును అందుకే ఫాస్ట్ గా చెప్తున్నా. House is used for agriculture land and house is used for agriculture land and control is agriculturist. Okay, and renter revenue is received rural area it is, and performed to store room for personal resident, वो लोग रहने के लिए या personal residence के लिए use कर रहे, then it is called as whatever income derived from that building or house is also treated as income from agriculture. And if it